Okay guys, so back in the terrarium and I'm now going to compare the light readings from in here and compare them with what we took outside a moment ago. So 16th of September, the time now is approximately 10 past 11. So let's go for it. So I'm going to start with the UVB. And I'm going to take two readings. I'm going to take one reading on the warm side and one reading on the cool side. Okay, so let's go for it. So warm side, if I place it just by here, we have 0.5. That's usually, he normally at night time, well dusk and at dawn, he tends to bask on this ledge here or the ledge further down here. So let's have a look at the UVB there. So it's in this ledge here, it's around about 0 to 0.1. We'll say 0.1. This ledge here is 0. But if I point it towards the UVB light, it's still 0, 0.1. But the UVB light source is in the corner just up there. So if I point it like here, it's 1.3. But he never really basks on this ledge here. But, well, there he is sitting there now. He's just over there. Just see his tail. So that's where he's sleeping during the day. Well, at this moment in time. So there won't be any UVB rays under that slate ledge. But 0.1, that's fine. We'll go with that. Let me make a note of this. So warm side 0.1, and now let's go on to the cool side. Take it around here, 0, which is to be expected really, because it's far away from the UVB source over here. So that is 0. Now let's look at the solar irradiance. So turn it on. So warm side. Let's start with the warm side. So the solar irradiance here. So watts per meter squared. So this is placed by the slate. We'll call it 100. It's actually, we'll go for that, 104.8 watts. Per meter squared. And then on the cool side, so under the plant grow lights, eight watts per meter squared. So on the warm side, under the halogen bulb, the number was significantly higher. Okay, now we're going to measure the brightness. So the warm side is 0.32, so that's times 100. So that's about 3,000 lux on the no, that can't be right because it was 1,000 outside, so it can't be 3,000 inside. I think I've made a little mistake there. Let's do, oh, that the outside was times 10. So that would be about right then. So if we add the 0, hang on, let's change the setting on this to times 10 instead of times 100. Times 10, there we go. So if I just point the sensor in there, so we have we'll say 315. That makes more sense. So 315 lux on the times 10 setting. Okay, now let's go on to the cool side. Bit of a science trying to hold my phone on these gadgets at the same time. Right, so cool side. So on the cool side, ooh, we're in the 500s here, directly below his plant grow lights. So we'll say 560. $560. So there's the comparison. So the UVB outside was 2.5, whereas on the warm side of the terrarium, which is close to his UVB source, is 0.1, which is okay because Leopard Gecko is a crepuscular species. And if we look at that figure and use the Ferguson, so this is the information that I got with the solar meter pack. Now these are precision instruments, so they're calibrated and have been made to a high spec, which is why they were so expensive, but they are worth buying, because without those I wouldn't know whether I'm providing the correct lighting really. So if we look, zone 1 crepuscular, shade method gradient 0 to 0.7, so the reading that I took was 0.1, so we're well within that range, so that's all good. So the irradiance in the terrarium was 104.8 watts per meter squared on the warm side. So that must indicate that there is significant infrared coming from the heat source. But help me out here, guys, because I'm not like completely au fait with solar density and that. But I'm assuming from that figure, which is why it's higher on the warm side than on the cool side, because the cool side is only 8.0 watts per meter squared. So that'll be coming from the plant grow lights and natural light coming in through the glass. So I'm guessing that the warm side is higher due to the infrared, but I could be wrong. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys, and yeah. So, and then on the brightness side, so outside it was 1070 lux, and then inside, so on the warm side it was 315, and on the cool side it was 560. So the warm side, the lighting is the UVB and the halogen, and a little bit of natural light coming in. We've also got a plant grow light there, Jungle Dawn, in part of the warm side, and then on the cool side there is a lot of plant grow light coming through. So that probably explains the higher number there on the cool side, more intense brightness. So there we are, guys. That's a little experiment, and yeah, over and out.